If your heart can just be open and you can feel safe, that is like one of the most beautiful things in the world.
Right. All right.
Happy Mother's Day!
Yes, happy Mother's Day. We're checking out Dax. Dear Mom, let's get into it.
Everything you did was worth it.
Based on a true story. Okay.
Love you, Mom. Daddy.
Black snort.
Yeah.
Wait, so his mom was in a car accident when she was pregnant?
So this is his story.
I'm guessing. Is it based on a true story? You think it's someone else's story?
Maybe.
Oh, it could be. I was thinking his mom was in a car accident, and maybe that kind of like induced labor, or she was on her way to give birth or something.
That's
I don't
crazy.
know.
That's like a nightmare.
Probably wouldn't be driving if she was on her way, but maybe.
That's like a nightmare come true. I mean, if she was single or something, she would have to
Could.
get herself there. And she definitely don't want to pay for an ambulance.
Right. Yeah, but I don't know if it's him or not. I mean, that's a good point. It could be someone else's story.
Yeah, dear Mom, everything you did was worth it. All the sacrifices taken when the picture wasn't perfect. I could see it in your face when I was young, and all your burdens are reminders to keep pushing when I'm working on this circuit. I remember in the Canada cold, delivering papers out the truck when I was sick, going door to door. You used to say God got me, I was meant for more, and that we was broke cause he was fixing what we had in store. I remember that Mama used to beat my ass, then I would be mad and crying while she worked the back to back. Then she'd wake me up and tell me that I better get to class, and then I graduated and she stood up and I saw her clap. Mom, we used.
Oh, this is a goosebumper.
That is definitely his story.
Definitely. I wonder how the car accident ties in. Is he not just how he was born?
I guess.
Or was he preemie?
But she was like, we're almost there, like rubbing her stomach. So maybe she was like having, but her belly looked kind of small. So I don't know.
I mean, it's a music video.
It is. But I don't know.
But I mean, it's nice to see the sacrifices pay off, because I mean, moms definitely make a lot of sacrifices. My mom made a ton of sacrifices. Like, I don't know if she got like new clothes ever, like when I was a kid.
I remember she would have like bleach stained clothes.
Right.
And, like,
it's like we would buy her clothes and stuff for like Mother's Day and her birthday and Christmas, all this kind of stuff. But it's like her Christmas gifts sometimes were basic necessities. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, she never dated. Like, she really, I don't know what she did for herself. I really don't. Like, to this day, like, how did you do that? Like,
Even
did you have anything you did
yeah.
for fun? Like, did you ever spoil yourself? Like,
right?
It's crazy. But I mean, I think it paid off. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We stayed out of the streets for the most part. For the most part, it would be me dibble-dabbling with some, knucklehead stuff. But all my other brothers stayed out of trouble pretty well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They ended up all right. I mean, given the single mom statistics, it's like one of us or a couple of us should have went a different direction.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
if not all.
Right.
Better get to class, and then I graduated and she stood up and I saw her clap. Mom, we used to argue, now I know you was right. I'ma tell my kids the same, to be in before street lights, not to steal, do right, live, laugh, play, fight, and every night pray to God on both knees with closed eyes. Everybody's got a mom, everyone relates to this. There's no way we can repay them for the things they all did. There's a message to the queens around the world who go to war and sacrifice to make a better life for all of their kids. Tuesday night you would drive me to practice, church on Sunday, midnight masses. Pushed me hard, I couldn't be stagnant, kept me calm despite the madness. You cooked and kept me fed, then knelt and prayed beside my bed. You'd whisper in my ear and I still hear those words inside my head. Mom knows best, can't talk back, can't disrespect, can't forget you held me in your stomach despite all the pain, all the stress. Can't neglect, lay the bricks to my success and dedicated all your time to make sure that I did my best. Mom, I hope you know this is your song. I hope you memorize and always sing along. I hope you know I know you did your best, and every single step you ever took was to assure I never did no wrong. Can't nobody break this bond, it's infinite and then beyond. And when they ask my reason, I just say your name is my response. My love for you could stretch across 100 season lighted galaxy. I'm trying to say that can't nobody ever turn it off, Mom. Thank you.
What you got?
Tearjerker.
Really?
A little bit.
You trying to hold it together?
Hold it together.
Why is it a tearjerker for you?
So I can speak from like the strained mother relationship. Because it's like everything he's saying, like you feel that way, about your mom, but then like you have your guard up so much because it's not like you know what I mean?
So what you're saying is like you feel the same way as him, but then there's another part where you can't like fully feel like that.
Yeah, it's just like
'Cause
feeling
you
like
need
that.
the protection because you and your mom don't have the best relationship.
Right. Like, I mean, I just think of like, okay, I live out of town now, but like there's a Mother's Day in the past where it's like, me and my brother wanted to take my mom out to lunch for Mother's Day, and she's like, oh, well, I'm going with such and such, so we can go out after that. But it's like kind of, you know what I mean? Just like I have a very weird relationship with my mom, and like me and my brother were super spoiled, but it was like there's like a disconnect of like sort of empathy and like I want like I don't know how to explain it. You know my mom pretty well.
I mean, I know what you're saying because I mean I've kind of lived it and seen you go through it, so
it's almost like the sort of like, I mean, it wasn't, I wasn't abused. It was no like mommy dearest type situation, but it's just like
just wasn't very nurturing, very empathetic. I mean, a lot of times from like my perspective, it seemed like your mom would try and live through you. Yeah. So then it wasn't always things that were in your best interest, but what your mom would have wanted to do when she was a kid and didn't, so she would want you to do it kind of thing. That's what it seemed like to me.
Yeah, it's like as a kid, I feel like everything he's saying, he's like, this is relatable. Everybody feels this way. It's like you almost have no other choice. Even I feel like if your mom's like a crackhead, but then like as you learn the person and the human in that and their childhood experience and what built them, then you kind of have to develop ways of like operating with and around that person, so it's like I feel this, but I also it's like I'm torn, hate to be depressing on Mother's Day.
Yeah, I mean, my view is more like his. Like, my mom definitely taking him to practice and stuff, all that kind of stuff. There's like 4 of us. We all played sports and all kind of things. She got us all the practices, all these things. I mean, I don't know if she had time to do anything for herself. I really don't. Like, but she made sure we got whatever we needed and got wherever we needed to go. Even
when your guys' friends and girlfriends would come around, she would give us $5 for dinner.
Yeah, she would make sure there's enough food that we got friends over they could eat. I don't know how she did it. She was just a teacher, and she had 4 boys, and we ate like crazy. I don't know how she did it. She made that money stretch.
She made it stretch. Yeah. She would even give us, the girlfriends, Christmas gifts, birthday gifts. It's like 20. She's taking care of 20 people at any given moment.
Right. It's crazy.
She threw a birthday party for my friend at your guys' house. And she bought the food and the... I mean, it's crazy.
Light a galaxy, I'm trying to say that can't nobody ever turn it off, Mom. Thank you is not enough. You the reason that I'm here and why I can't give up. And every single time I fall and every time I'm stuck, you call me knowing something's wrong innately and you pick me up. And even when we miles away, I promise we not out of touch. Cause nothing can connect the world the way a loving mother does. For all those double shifts I saw you work, I never saw you fuss. And that's why when I'm tired, I keep going. Cause I know I must work to ensure you get the life you deserve. Dear Mom, you an angel. So again, I'm saying thank you for the memories. In time, it feels like heaven on earth. And while I know I can't repay you, I'm just trying to say I'm grateful for your sacrifice and love and always putting me first. Mama, I hope you take these words and never ever have to think about or question your worth. For all your pain and your hurt, for all your struggle and work, Mom, for giving me birth. I want to say, dear Mom, this a letter from your son. Those 3 jobs you were working, yeah, they probably wasn't fun. All the weight that you were carrying, it probably weighed a ton. So I made this song today to finally tell you that you done. I love you, Mom.
Oh, his mom's probably so proud.
Right.
Inspired by my mom and dedicated to all the moms in the world. First time my mom saw me perform. Oh, she looks so sweet.
Alrighty. Something in my eye.
Tearing up?
No, something got in my eye. I was trying not to wipe it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is what it is. But okay, so this song. Oh, this is for me. It's kind of dangerous territory. This is the way I think of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cause and I'm not saying anything about his mom at all. Just from what I've seen, a lot of people can get taken advantage of by their mom, and not necessarily monetarily, but I've just seen like manipulation and all these things
Yeah.
for people who are like super mama's boys. So I'm always just a little like hesitant to be
Yeah.
like that deep into the mama's
Yeah.
boy energy, because I've seen it go south. You know what I mean? People really love their moms and they get manipulated by them. I'm not talking about Dax and his mom. I don't know them at all. Just for like my personal experience, like brothers and cousins and things like that. Say some weird things. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like being a mom is strange because it's like quite a position of power, especially if you do a good job.
Right.
You know.
But then if the mom does a good job, then she's not going to abuse that position of power.
She won't.
And so like having a really close relationship with your mom, it's not a problem at all. But if she doesn't do a good job, or if she did do an okay job, but she is a little morally like shaky, then I've seen that kind of like break up marriages and things like that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. And even sometimes I just think about like human nature, and it's like, you know, sometimes you're like when you do things, it's like it can be like something that benefits you or something that makes you feel good, and also it hurts them, but you're not trying to hurt them.
Right.
You know? I feel like a lot of like motherhood is such a special, unique, like delicate balance.
It is. And like for sons, I think the mom should be the favorite parent for a long time. You know what I mean? 'Cause I feel like the dad, if you have a dad in the house, he should be instilling discipline and lessons and all this kind of stuff. So your mom should be your favorite parent. So I can totally see viewing your mom like this.
Yeah.
Because I mean, the mom is going to be more of a soft spot, nurturing, that kind of thing. So it probably should be your favorite parent. But I think as you get older, then you'll come to respect your dad for the way he instilled lessons and discipline in you. So I mean, I'm totally with moms being a favorite parent. And then you get older, I think you respect the dad more. You know what I mean? Because you can't replace that soft spot, that nurturing, that mother's love. I mean, there's nothing like it.
Right. There's nothing like it. It's so interesting because it's like, for me, it's like there's nothing like it, but I also know it's very dangerous.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it's crazy because like my parents stayed married my whole life. I was pretty spoiled. I was pretty, you know, what do they call it? Like protected from the outside world, like kind of sheltered or whatever, you know, but the behind the scenes was not as pretty. And a lot of people, I was actually talking to my cousin last night about this because her grandma is my mom's sister, and like their whole family is kind of like, I think there was some definite empathy, nurturing missing with their family because they're just not like the easiest people to get along with or to like. They say some really mean stuff, and that kind of translated through nurturing their kids and then their grandkids, and you can just see it. But like you can see it now because people are going to jail and having all kinds of like random issues, you know. But yeah, I don't know. It's a tough song. I can't do stuff like this too often.
Yeah, this is a tough song. I want to be like, yeah, you know, that's great. The mom relationship is strong. Love it. You got to take care of your mom. But then the other hand is like some moms I've seen can take advantage of that. And then also, where does the wife fit in with this, in this dynamic?
Yeah. Because a lot of people, it's like a lot of moms, even if they love their baby to pieces, they got your back forever, then you get a girlfriend and you really like her and stuff. It's like at some point you got to take that leap that's like, the girlfriend will never love you unconditionally like your mom.
Right.
But if you don't put her first, then you're never going to get, you know, the level of relationship with her that you want.
Right. And then your mom will have control over the relationship.
It's very tricky.
It's like, I've seen that, you know, when the mom tries to meddle and controls the relationship and things, like it's crazy.
Parental relationships in general, I think, are tricky with when you become an adult.
Right.
Because even fathers, it's like if your dad, like as a girl, if your dad's paying for a lot of stuff, then your husband's not, you're not going to respect him as much.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It is tricky. It's all tricky. But I mean, overall, I love the song, though. It seems like he had a really good mom who, like, sacrificed everything for him. I definitely can relate to that. I mean, I get goosebumps just mentioning it.
Yeah, you literally get goosebumps.
It's great. Because my mom did, like, the exact same thing. You know what I mean?
Isn't it so strange how, like, okay, your perspective, single mom, struggled and everything, but it's like, you feel, you know, you have such a, like, healthy sort of mom-child relationship. Then mine, it's like, I had two parents, I was spoiled, but it's, behind the scenes, it's not so healthy. Right. Isn't that strange?
But yours looked healthy.
It did. And like in the statistics, you guys would be in the statistics. But I feel like my brother is much more, you know, risky for being like a not so contributing member of society.
Right. Definitely.
I don't know. There's layers to this stuff. That's all I'm saying. There's layers.
It is. I mean, it's crazy this song makes us think of all this, but it really does.
It really does. Because it's like this is a beautiful song. And this is a beautiful dynamic. And everyone, I feel like it's so, if you can have that, if your heart can just be open and you can feel safe, that is like one of the most beautiful things in the world.
Right.
You know? Like, I hope to feel that one day with my children. But there is also the dark side of human nature.
There is. So, I mean, hopefully if you have a relationship like that with your mom, she respects you, and then your relationship with your wife and stuff like that, and it's just great. There's a mom in my family who's like very different than that, and that's what I'm saying. I've seen things that she'll like.
But her kids don't even know it. Well,
some of them do, and they've kind of like pulled away, but she'll like use her grandkids or like her kids' kids to manipulate them, and it's crazy.
And keep control.
She'll have them lying to their parents. I have the grandkids lying to the parents, and like it's just some crazy stuff. I don't know. Yeah. I just seen it go south, so you know what I mean? It's like I'm on the fence with these kind of things, but it's like I think this is mostly good. Like, it's good unless your mom is crazy.
Well, I think the crazy situation, it's kind of like basically the kid is born like the mom has an unfair advantage because the kid by default, when the kid is sitting there suckling on your boob, it's totally dependent on you. So by nature, you can do no wrong. It literally needs you as you are to survive. You know what I mean? There is no other option. So like by default, kids think their parents are perfect. They think they're superheroes. They can do no wrong. So then it becomes the mom's like own morals and everything to like set boundaries and to like give the kid space and like.
Yeah, man, I've seen moms almost get their kids sent to jail. You know,
really?
Had them lying in court about things and stuff to cover their tracks. I mean, I've seen some crazy stuff. And these are people who would make a song like this. Yeah. And they'll go in court and lie for their mom to cover their tracks and all this stuff. And mom was doing dirt she should have never been doing. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I seen it the other direction. I mean, thankfully it didn't go that bad, but it probably should have went bad. You know, people should have went to jail for that. It was scandalous. But
I think a lot of times we can be kind of blind to our parents.
Right.
You know, faults.
But shout out to all the good moms.
Right. No, seriously though. I feel
all the loving, nurturing moms.
The good moms.
That don't manipulate their kids and do crazy things. I mean, that, I don't know how common it is or how rare it is, but from my experiences, my family, it seems like 50-50.
Yeah, it does. The good moms, I feel like that sort of, it's like angelic. Like the energy is like, I've never seen anything like it else, like anywhere else.
Right, so I could totally see how you get a song like this.
And it's like that, I think, propels people from like terrible situation to incredible situation. Right. Because that is something that is just like priceless.
That's all I have on this one.
That's all I got.
All right, thanks for kicking it on the couch with us. Happy Mother's Day to all the good moms out there.
Shout out.
And to the bad moms, I guess.
Keep trying. Keep self-improving. Keep working on yourself. Your kids will understand.
Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. But a special Happy Mother's Day to all the good moms, all the moms like Dax's mom. We appreciate you guys making the world a better place. Thank you for kicking it on the couch with us, especially if you made it to the end of this video. We appreciate you. That's a wrap.
I don't know. Tell me, man, what do you know? What do you know? Me and my boys on the road. We to go. She told me, boy, you to go. Like, I don't know.